Hi everyone! So today I'm going to show you how to build a job scraper using N8N that automatically finds fresh job postings online and send them straight to your Telegram. Perfect for job hunters, for freelancers, and anyone wanting to automate their career search. No more refreshing websites, no more missing deadlines. Beginners can set this up without coding, and you'll have a free personal job hunting assistant that works 24/7. Awesome, right? So, to start, let's check the workflow. So, this is the nodes that we're going to use. So, first, this group of nodes visit sites like onlinejobs.ph and grabs the latest listings. And then the next group is for filtering the job title, the keyword, or location, so you only see what matters. And then lastly, it instantly sends job details like title, the company, and the link right to your Telegram. So before we start scraping websites, we need to talk about a few important caveats here. Okay. First, always check the site's terms of service. Some websites explicitly say scraping isn't allowed, and violating that could get your IP blocked or worse, legal trouble. Second, websites change. So, your scraping code might work perfectly today, but if the site changes, its HTML structure tomorrow, for example, your workflow could break. Okay. That's why scraping often requires maintenance. Third, scraping can be slow or source heavy. If you send too much requests to, too quickly, or you could overload the server or trigger anti-bot systems. Okay. So the polite approach here is to add delays, limit your requests, and scrape only what you need. Fourth, always think about data accuracy. Scrapers can pick up outdated or incorrect information. If the website isn't updated, so it's a big issue for you. So it's best to have a way to verify the results. And finally, if the site offers an official API, use that instead. APIs are more stable, more faster, and allowed by design. So scraping should be your backup option when APIs don't exist or don't give you the data that you need. If you keep these points in mind, web scraping can be a powerful tool to gather valuable information. But it works best when done ethically, responsibly, and with a long term maintenance plan in mind. So let's check the nodes one by one. So this node is called the scheduler trigger, and it's what tells your automation when to start running without you having to manually click the execute workflow button in N8N. This button, think of it like setting an alarm clock. Once you set the time, the workflow will automatically start at the exact schedule. This is very useful if you want your automation to run on its own and check for updates at consistent intervals. So for example, you might set it to run every day at midnight so you can scrape the newest job posts as soon as the day changes. So without this node, you would need to manually start the workflow each time, which defeats the purpose of having an automated system. Next, in this node, uh, next step is we use this HTTP request node, and the method is set to get because we're simply asking the website to send us the page data. We're not sending any data back to it, okay? The purpose here is to get the job search results for the keyword data analyst from the website onlinejobs.ph. Now, an important detail is that the response format is set to full response instead of just body. This is crucial because full response gives us everything the website sends back: the header, the status code, and most importantly, the raw HTML code of the page. If we only choose body, we might miss out on certain metadata or lose encoding information, which can cause problems later when we try to parse or scrape the HTML. By getting the full response, we make sure that we have complete package of information so the rest of our workflow works smoothly. Okay. This one is same as above but searches for N8N jobs in online.jobs.ph. This allows your workflow to monitor multiple job categories in one run. Okay. Next, we move on to code 1. So this code 1 node is really the heart of the workflow. It's where the magic happens. Okay. It takes the HTML we got from HTTP request node, the previous node, stored in a field called data, and breaks it up into individual job listings. So it does this by splitting the HTML whenever it finds the start and end, because every job post on onlinejobs.ph is wrapped between these markers. Okay. Inside the code, there's a small helper function called extract that uses the patterns that is called regular expressions to find the specific details like the job title, the job type, salary, date posted, description, and the job link. That's the important part. And then cleans up the text so it's neat. It also removes extra HTML tags from description so they're easier to read for us. So after collecting all these details, the node applies a filter so only job posted today or yesterday are kept. Depends on what setting you did. If you want only today or yesterday's post, that's okay. This is important, okay? So you don't keep sending old jobs. Finally, it organizes the information into clean, structured job objects that other nodes can easily use. So without this step, the HTML from onlinejobs.ph would be a messy wall of code, but with it, we turn the chaos into useful, ready to send data. Next. Okay, this node's purpose is to open each job's full page using the job link we collected from the code 1 node earlier. Think of it like clicking on the job listings automatically to see the full details instead of just the preview. We set the HTTP request to full response again because we need the complete HTML of the job's detail page, not just the body text, okay? This full response includes everything in the web page structure, so when we extract the full job description later, we have all the necessary data without losing important formatting or text. If we only grab the body, we might miss or grab parts of the content. So it's very important. Okay, next we move on to this node. So this node's purpose is to grab the entire job description text from the jobs detail page that we did earlier. Without this step, you'd have to dig through a huge amount of irrelevant HTMLs like the menus, the ads, or other unrelated elements just to find the actual job content. To make it fast and precise, we use a CSS selector, which is job description. In the HTML of the job details page, the main job description is always inside this tag P that has the ID called job description. By using the job description, we're telling N8N only look here and ignore everything else. This way, we get just the text we need and avoid wasting time cleaning up the rest of the page. Okay, hope that explains it. Okay, next is the job. No, this node's job is to add the session ID field of each job entry, which is usually the workflow's runtime timestamp or the date of the request. So this might sound small, but it's actually important. to prevent duplicate messages. Okay. So when you store a job data in Airtable or any database, you can combine the session ID with the job link. Yes, the job link to create a unique fingerprint for each posting. Okay. So I think that explains that. Next is uh, this one, the very important part. This node's purpose is to send the full job description to an AI, which in this case, it's Gemini. So it can turn the long, detailed text into a short, easy to read summary. Long job descriptions can be overwhelming, right? Especially when you send when sent directly to Telegram. So it's quite long. I don't want to read all of those. People might just want to skip them. So yeah, like me. By summarizing, we make the message more digestible and to the point. The AI also cleans up the text, removes unnecessary fluff, and makes the wording more attractive and engaging. This way, your Telegram subscribers, if you want, get the key details quickly without having to scroll through walls of text. Next, below the AI agent, we have two nodes. The Gemini chat model node is the one that we're actually using this for summarization. It takes the full job description and turns it into a concise, reader-friendly version. And then the simple memory node is quite optional actually, but it's included here to store the previous conversation context. This means that in the future, you could upgrade the workflow so users can have multi-turn AI conversations, like asking, show me more jobs like this, or send me more remote jobs. For now, it's not strictly necessary, okay? But having it in place makes your automation more flexible and ready for advanced feature later. Next is the final step or the final node where all the script and process job data gets delivered to your Telegram chat. So this node takes the job title, the job type, salary, the posting date, and the AI generated summary, then formats them like into a neat message. Okay. We use HTML formatting so the text looks clean and easy to read inside Telegram. For example, bolding the job title, using line breaks, and making the see more link clickable. By sending it directly to your Telegram, you get instant alerts for new jobs without having to manually visit the website. Okay. This makes the automation super practical, whether you're tracking jobs for yourself, sharing them with the community, or even selling access to a curated feed. Easy to read. So, why this workflow is perfect for beginners? It's simply enough to follow, but still teaches you four powerful automation skills in one project. So, first, you learn the basic scraping, how to grab raw HTML from a website, and then next, you'll practice data extractions using CSS selectors and regular expressions to pull only the information you need, like job titles and salaries. Then you'll see how to add AI integration to summarize and clean the data automatically. Then finally, you'll set up an automatic result delivery using Telegram bot so the updates come straight to you without any manual work. It's complete end-to-end automation, and each skill you learn here can be reused in other projects, of course. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment down below. I'd be happy to answer them. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Bye.